In the pantheon of cult classic films, Killer Klowns from Outer Space stands out as a riotous amalgamation of horror and comedy that captivates and unsettles audiences in equal measure. Released in 1988 and directed by the Kyoto brothers, this film reimagines the familiar trope of the clown, transforming it from laughter and joy into an uncanny embodiment of terror. The narrative follows a young couple, Mike Tobacco and Debbie Stone, whose innocent outing culminates in an encounter with the grotesque, extraterrestrial clowns that invade their small town, launching both a chaotic adventure and fight for survival. Set against a surreal backdrop, replete with vibrant colors and bizarre special effects, the film not only showcases the Kyoto brothers' innovative practical effects, but also cleverly critiques societal norms, childhood fears, and the absurdities of consumer culture. By intertwining humor with horror, Killer Klowns from Outer Space transcends conventional genre boundaries, inviting viewers to confront their most primal fears, while simultaneously provoking laughter. Its unique premise, memorable characters, and themes of disbelief in the face of absurdity solidify the film's lasting legacy as a touchstone of pop culture and a significant entry in the horror genre, ensuring its place in the hearts of fans and filmmakers alike. In this exploration, we will delve into the film synopsis, its production history, and its multifaceted themes, ultimately revealing how Killer Klowns remains celebrated in the world of cinema today. Killer Klowns from Outer Space masterfully juxtaposes the whimsy of circus life with a sinister narrative, crafting an engaging and unsettling viewing experience. The story centers around a young couple, Mike Tobacco, Grant Kramer, and Debbie Stone, played by Suzanne Snyder, who embark on their first date at Makeout Point. The romantic evening takes a bizarre turn when they observe what they believe is a falling star. Curiosity drives them to investigate further, leading them to discover a gigantic, glowing circus tent on the outskirts of their town. However, this tent is not harmless. It is the lair of the Killer Klowns, a grotesque alien race that resembles clowns but possess a terrifying thirst for human flesh. These extraterrestrial beings utilize a variety of clown-themed gadgets and tricks to capture their victims, including a balloon animal that tracks human scents. The clown's capture method is chilling, as they cocoon their prey in cotton candy-like substance, leaving the town. As Mike and Debbie come to realize the dire situation, they rush to alert the local law enforcement, only to be met with disbelief, especially from the town sheriff, Curtis Mooney. Even when they manage to bring one clown into custody, Mooney's incredulity leads to disastrous consequences. The captured clown escapes and wreaks havoc, brutally killing officers and using Mooney's corpse as a grotesque prop, much to the horror of the surviving officer, Dave Hansen. The threat becomes undeniable, and Dave learns the grim reality of the clowns as they unleash chaos in the town. The narrative escalates as the clowns, particularly focused on capturing Debbie, abduct her in a giant balloon, forcing Mike and Dave to embark on a frantic rescue mission. Their pursuit leads them into the clown's lair, an eerie carnival filled with traps and bizarre clown characters. Although they face overwhelming odds, the comedic Terenzi brothers, Rich and Paul, burst onto the scene in their ice cream truck, attempting a distraction that temporarily confuses the clowns but ultimately results in more chaos. In a climactic showdown aboard the clown spaceship, Dave, cornered by an oversized clown, cleverly stabs its red nose with his police star, finding that this is the source of the clown's power. The action-packed scene blends humor and tension, showcasing human resilience amidst absurdity. Killer Klowns from Outer Space allows viewers to revel in its campy charm while exploring deeper themes such as disbelief, fear, and societal absurdity. The film cleverly manipulates the familiar image of clowns into a representation of terror, prompting characters and audiences alike to confront their fears. With its distinctive visual style and darkly comedic undertones, it has cultivated a dedicated cult following over the years. Ultimately, the film captures the essence of both humor and horror, leaving audiences with an entertaining mix of laughter, fear, and lingering fascination with the unknown, forever securing its place in the realm of cult classic and horror cinema. The film was initially titled Killer Klowns, before adding From Outer Space, to prevent misinterpretation as a slasher flick. Directed by the Kyoto brothers, the film's narrative revolves around a group of alien clowns who descend on a small town, wreaking havoc and terrorizing its residents. Filmed primarily in Watsonville and at the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, this project marked the feature film debut of comedian Christopher Titus. This production was also noted for its creative and elaborate special effects, especially of the Kyoto brothers. Although they were recognized special effects artists, much of the on-set effects work was delegated to other skilled professionals. However, the brothers personally crafted the miniature set for the film's climactic Clownzilla scene, highlighting their hands-on approach to production. One of the film's standout props was the popcorn gun, wielded by the clowns, which included an integrated compressor to launch real popcorn, a costly endeavor at about $7,000, requiring 6 weeks to construct. Such creativity extended to the other elements, such as the clown's balloon dog, whose latex-coated legs prevented popping on the forest floor covered with pine needles. Throughout shooting, a careful stewardship was maintained for rented vehicles, leading to some mishaps, including a car rolling off a bridge and damaging another vehicle during a scene involving cotton candy cocoons. The casting decisions also reflected the film's playful homage to classic comedy, with the Kyoto brothers expressing a desire to cast television icon Soupy Sales as a local amusement park security guard. However, production executives declined due to budget constraints. Notably, the film's climax featured Jojo the Clownzilla, a character originally intended to be animated through stop-motion techniques, but instead was portrayed by Charles Kyoto in a specialized suit, showcasing the film's blend of practical effects and traditional filmmaking. The film underwent changes based on test audience feedback, shifting from originally a darker ending, with the protagonist's death, to a more upbeat conclusion. Various clown masks were created from 4 distinct molds, resulting in a diverse array of characters with unique appearances. The film's score, composed by John Massari, was paired with the title track Killer Klowns, performed by the punk rock group The Dickies. The song became emblematic of the film's eclectic style. Since its debut in 1988, Killer Klowns from Outer Space has gained a cult following, celebrated for its campy aesthetics, bizarre humor, and memorable sound, exemplifying a quirky intersection of horror and comedy that continues to resonate with audiences. The film is also screened in special events, testifying to its enduring appeal in pop culture. Killer Klowns from Outer Space defies easy categorization, blending the genres of sci-fi, horror, and comedy while exploring deep themes that resonate with audiences. At its surface, the film tells the story of an alien invasion where bizarre clown-like creatures called the Killer Klowns crash land in a small California town, unleashing chaos and terror. However, beneath this goofy exterior lies a tapestry of themes addressing societal issues, fundamental human fears, and the nature of intergalactic conflict. One prominent theme is alien invasion and interspecies conflict. The clown's arrival highlights human tendency to react with hostility when faced with the unfamiliar. As these grotesque, oversized creatures wreak havoc on the town's residents, the film mirrors real-world fears of the unknown and the instinctive paranoia surrounding outsiders. This dynamic serves as a critique on humanity's often violent responses to those who are different, suggesting a broader commentary on social xenophobia. Additionally, the film presents the clown's invasion as a metaphor for colonization and imperialism. The creatures exploit Earth's resources, reminiscent of human historical patterns of colonization, which have led to the subjugation and exploitation of various cultures and lands. This parallel underscores the consequences of unchecked human ambition and serves as a cautionary tale about the need to respect the autonomy of other beings, whether human or extraterrestrial. A significant theme intertwined with the narrative is the exploration of childhood fears. Clowns, often viewed as innocent entertainers, are reimagined as menacing antagonists, tapping into a common phobia. Portrayal resonates with viewers who may carry childhood traumas associated with clowns, transforming a source of joy into a symbol of dread. This shift not only reflects individual anxieties, but also illustrates how easily our perceptions of reality can be distorted. The film further blurs the lines between reality and fantasy, emphasizing the fragility of human perceptions. While clowns are traditionally a symbol of fun, in Killer Klowns from Outer Space, they embody terror and chaos. This contrast serves as a reminder of how quickly our understanding of the world can shift, exposing the subconscious fears that lurk beneath what society accepts as normal. Moreover, Killer Klowns operates as a social satire, critiquing consumer culture and humanity's fixation on indulgence. The clown's obsession with candy, soda, and junk food reflects a mindless consumption that mirrors human priorities in the face of gravely consequential issues. By exaggerating the clown's gluttonous behavior, the film invites viewers to consider their own tendencies towards superficiality and instant gratification, shedding light on deeper societal values. The satirical elements extend to pop culture, as the clown's fixation on television shows illustrates humanity's addiction to entertainment and celebrity worship. Their behavior mirrors a broader critique of society's often shallow engagement with media, suggesting that humans may be as mindless in their consumption of pop culture as the clowns are in voracious eating habits. Overall, Killer Clowns from Outer Space stands out as a multifaceted film tackling themes of alien invasion, childhood fears, and societal critiques. Its unique blend of horror and humor offer an entertaining yet thought-provoking experience, making it a must-see cult classic. Whether one is a fan of the horror genre, science fiction, or campy comedies, the film's rich thematic layers ensure that it resonates with viewers long after the credits roll, eliciting both laughter and contemplation. Killer Clowns from Outer Space masterfully blends horror and comedy, employing several classic horror tropes that engage and entertain audiences while simultaneously invoking fear. One of the most prominent tropes is alien invasion, as extraterrestrial clowns invade Earth, generating tension and anxiety about the unknown. This is coupled with the fear of clowns, a trope that capitalizes on a common phobia, transforming innocent entertainers into monstrous threats, enhances the overall horror experience. Another notable trope is the betrayal of dismissive authorities. The film features characters, particularly the town sheriff, who trivialize the warnings of the protagonists, Mike and Debbie. This skepticism amplifies feelings of isolation and helplessness, ultimately exacerbating the dire situation as they face the clowns without support. The film also embraces absurdity and dark humor. By juxtaposing horror elements with slapstick comedy, Killer Clowns shifts between frightening scenes and comedic relief, making its unsettling themes more accessible. The juxtaposition reinforces the film's unique charm, allowing for horror while still inviting laughter. Finally, the setting in a small town enhances the isolation trope, where characters are cut off from external help. This sense of vulnerability heightens the stakes as the characters face overwhelming threats from the clowns. Together, these tropes create a fun yet frightening atmosphere, cementing Killer Clowns from Outer Space as a cult classic in the horror comedy genre, while addressing broader themes of fear and anxiety prevalent in society. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, released in 1988, has carved a niche for itself in the horror genre, blending comedy with distinctive elements of science fiction and horror. Its legacy lies in its innovative approach to conventional horror tropes, leveraging the juxtaposition of whimsical, cartoonish clowns with nightmarish scenarios. This contrast not only subverts traditional horror expectations, but also appeals to a broad audience that includes both horror aficionados and casual viewers. The film's iconic visual style, characterized by vibrant colors and outrageous special effects, has inspired numerous filmmakers and artists. Its cult status has led to a resurgence of interest in the 1980s horror film genre, highlighting a trend towards embracing campiness and humor in horror narratives. The use of clowns as central figures taps into a common phobia, coulrophobia, reinvigorating interest in using everyday entities as a source of fear. Moreover, Killer Clowns has influenced various media from video games to merchandise, showcasing its enduring impact on pop culture. The film's unique aesthetic and memorable characters, like the clowns themselves, have become iconic within the genre, symbolizing how horror can be transcendent of its boundaries and incorporate humor and absurdity. Ultimately, Killer Clowns from Outer Space remains a testament to the creativity and playfulness of horror cinema, reminding audiences that fear can be as entertaining as it is terrifying. Legacy endures in the continued exploration of the bizarre and the grotesque within horror, encouraging new generations to reinterpret the genre in imaginative ways. Killer Clowns from Outer Space stands as a remarkable entry in the horror comedy genre, artfully blending absurdity and terror in a way that continues to resonate with audiences. The film's ingenuous premise, Alien clowns harvesting humans serves as a metaphor for deeper societal themes, from the fear of the unknown to the absurdities of American consumer culture. Its legacy is underscored by its imaginative use of practical effects, memorable characters, and a visual style that has influenced countless filmmakers and genres since its release. The Kyoto brothers' creative vision manifests through a unique juxtaposition of humor and horror that challenges traditional boundaries while invoking a sense of nostalgia and wonder. As it embraces campy aesthetics, Killer Clowns not only drills into the collective fears, but also invites viewers to laugh at the very thing that terrifies them. This duality ensures that the film remains a beloved classic in the horror landscape, capturing the imaginations of diverse audiences and securing its status as a cultural touchstone. By celebrating the quirky charm and unsettling premise of Killer Clowns from Outer Space, we acknowledge the film's enduring appeal and its role in pushing the boundaries of storytelling and horror. Its legacy tells us that in the heart of fear, there is ample room for laughter. A reminder that while the unknown can be terrifying, it is also whimsically offbeat and undeniably entertaining. As the last of the cotton candy cocoons crumble away, we thank you for unraveling the chilling enigma of Killer Clowns from Outer Space with us. Did you ever wonder if circus nightmares lurking in the shadows could be more than just harmless fun? Like and subscribe for more bone-chilling horror movie analyses that will keep you awake at night. Join us next week on Celluloid Asylum as we dive into the haunting realms of 1996's supernatural classic, The Craft. Until next time, stay sane if you can.